Thank you to ACORNS for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit.
Reject Nation, right now I am at the Preserve here in LA, where on February 22nd, this coming Saturday, the real rejects, all of us, are going to be having a panel here at Multicon. In addition to that, myself and Coy are going to be hosting 2 separate other panels, and there's going to be a lot of guests way bigger than ourselves who are going to be here. And yes, you'll get to hang out with us. We're going to talk, we're going to chat, we're going to have a great old time. Please, if you haven't gotten your tickets, go get your tickets. And oh yeah, all proceeds go to the Los Angeles wildfire recovery efforts. So let's all band together for a good cause. Getting your ticket is going to be for a good cause. Hope to see you there Saturday, Reject Nation.
What is going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? We are back for Richard Nation.
Oh, the Rejects.
The Rejects are back, baby.
Yeah.
We're here
Every
to do
duo
it.
has a name, and that's our name on this show.
John, before we go into the wonderful world of Jack Reacher yet again, we have to do the thing where we check in with how we're feeling beforehand, so that way we're just honest with you guys of how we're going in subjectively to this experience. John, how are you feeling, honestly?
I'm honestly feeling nice right now. I'm looking forward to this. It's been one of, it's one of our more sort of niche shows, I feel like, that we've covered here on the Chanel. But it's like, it's almost like waiting for a book to come out in a series every once in a while in terms of the greater context. And it's something that I very much enjoyed sharing with you. Yeah. Obviously, we love our Reacher puns and stuff. And I thought season 1 was like exquisite. And season 2 was like a good season of like a television show. So I'm like a little curious as to what this will become, but I'm really happy to be back with Reacher. And as long as that feeling persists, I'm gravy. But how are you feeling?
There is just something about when he's on screen, even looking at this still right now. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now. John and I have been catching up, becoming best friends, Greg and John again.
Hey, that's right. Taking it back to the basics.
Taking it back, and it's been a while since we've just actually just had real conversations. It's been like, I feel like it's been years or something. Yeah. So we've been catching up a lot.
Been more consistent.
It's been great. Yeah, it's been more consistent for sure. It's not like we need something heavy to talk about. So that's what's been cool about it.
Vibe on life.
Yeah, it's been nice, and to be able to have that shared experience again right before watching this, I feel like is perfect for how enjoyable it can be to watch like a show like Reacher is the kind of show you could totally watch with like a buddy or something.
Yeah. It's a dad show and it's a bro show.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyone can get into it because it's pretty good.
But I know a lot of women watch the show too. It's a fun show.
Everyone wants a Reacher in their life.
Yeah. But hey, guys, I pointlessly fill the silence, but with mumbling and it's okay, and it's words like but.
Can't give people
like
a second to check out. You know, they got to be constantly engaged.
Well, the second I stop talking, you're gonna come in, and I gotta fill that silence, or else I'm gonna get interrupted.
Yep. You got to fight for every single syllable on this show.
I'm really losing a lot of time. Leave a like on this video. That'd be very much appreciated. Also, subscribe and click that notification bell because you best bet we're covering all of Reach Season 3. Prepper, my gosh, I know editing videos of reactions down is a task, and I appreciate all the hard work you guys do. We all do, not just myself. Every one of us does. And also, what we really appreciate is our patrons, our super sexy rejects. Over there, you get the full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with your own copy of Reacher, of course, from Prime Video with the time code, because it's illegal to upload the whole thing there with just the footage showing. That's 100% illegal, so stop asking us why.
Yeah. No more Patreon in that case.
Yeah. It's happened to other people. If other people are doing it, it's illegal, and who knows? Maybe they'll get caught. I don't know who, but apparently that's what other people do.
We don't snitch out here in these streets.
Yeah, that's that, and we got merch. All right, see you guys. Let's go.
Ooh. Yes.
This is the kind of Reacher vibes.
Final Vault. I want to hear a monologue about the music, man. Seems like yesterday saw you standing in the...
He looks so good. He just gets bigger every season.
He looks like he was carved out of a mountain.
I climbed that mountain.
Oh, man.
I'd reach high.
I don't care about process, just product. And this product emotes feelings.
Oh.
Hey, man. Rate a song on the subject of water. Ocean, river, stream, it doesn't matter. It's got to be Surfing Safari, right?
Product of feelings.
Surfing Safari is a ripoff of Chuck Berry's Sweet Little 16. So that knocks it out on principle.
Man.
Solid answer. What can I do for you? Your sign says you buy vinyl.
I mean, yeah.
Ethel Merman disco album. Are you shitting me? But this is a college town. Some hipster will buy him to be ironic.
Hey, you're a good salesman.
He's a great wanderer. Damn, that might be the thumbnail. See
Yeah.
that shot?
Shit. Ooh, you looking shifty, brother. You in the Marvel disguise.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is the grunge season.
I love it. This is the opening scene.
Yeah.
He just happens to be there, the wrong person.
His love of music always leads him into the deepest crime hole. Oh! Whoa! Damn, nice.
Awesome.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. No, damn.
Dude's he's wheeling and Uzi.
Yeah. Damn. About to get a licorice ass whooping. Whoa!
Oh my god. An opening gun fight.
Got a revolver. Jack Volver.
Are we going into a chase scene? Damn, look at him go.
Wow. Nice.
Damn.
Jack foot chases a car. Oh,
Ooh.
shit, dude.
Great shot.
Right in the chest.
He's not gonna hurt you.
He's the freaking Terminator.
Yeah. Come with me if you want to live.
Get in.
This music's excellent.
Hey, they may have backup on the way.
Did he get his store credits for the vinyl?
Oh,
Whoa! Jack! Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
That is very
oh my
bad.
god.
I thought he was pulling a gun. We gotta go.
Whoa. What a setup.
That is a hook.
Wow, what a great opening scene.
What a great opening. I hope we go back to the vinyl vault again.
Why are people trying to kidnap you?
Oh, what happened to your ear?
Woohoo.
Cut off your ear?
This police. Are you shitting me?
This is
Pull
directed
over.
so
I killed
well.
a cop with an illegal gun.
Well, it was an accident.
I'm not explaining my way out of this.
Wow. Cool
Get
shot.
down!
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Is this a dream or something? This is crazy.
Jack Sleeper. Oh.
Oh, I love the stunts here, man. They're so
Yeah.
good.
Love a good chase.
Hang on.
Oh, love some good vehicular mayhem and destruction. Oh. Wow. Wow.
Oh my god. So much destruction.
Just start chasing after them on
What
foot.
a cool shot.
I slowed him enough
The
to limit
camera work
impact.
on this car
I bet they
chase
called
is
the real
excellent.
cops. I gotta find a new ride.
I love it. I thought you think like you're kind of gonna walk into like a fun little opening stinger, but it's like no, this.
We're only a few miles from the campus. There could be more kidnappers coming up right behind us. You're gonna steal it?
Parked out back with a sunshade. Probably belongs to an employee who won't notice it's missing till tonight.
This dude looks so much like Michael Cera.
Keep an eye out.
Have you seen the guy who does the Jesse Eisenberg talking to Michael Cera?
Where'd you learn to do all this stuff? Steal cars, drive like that, shoot people?
Army, other stuff I picked up here and there.
Yeah.
Like that. That was cool. Other stuff I picked up here and there.
For a ride. Tell them you're in shock and can't remember what I look like.
What? No. You can't just leave me here. Right? What if those guys find me?
What am I supposed to do? Take you to the cops? I can't do that after what I did.
So then take me home.
Oh boy. Country roads, man. Take me home.
Done enough for you for one day. I gotta disappear.
Please.
But not before you give a monologue about Take Me Home.
I'm a drifter who used an unlicensed gun to kill a cop. I'm not taking any chances. I'm getting lost.
Did he really? Did the cop actually die?
My dad's rich and connected. He can help you.
Why would he do that?
Well, you saved his son.
Oh boy.
That cop was an accident. Look, he'll just be grateful that you kept me from getting kidnapped again.
Again?
Whoa.
First time was 5 years ago.
Oh my god.
That what happened to your ear?
I wanted to make a point.
Because your dad wouldn't pay the ransom?
Yeah, after he got my ear in the mail, he paid.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Not as bad as you did. Kidnapping is a rare crime in this country. Pretty unlucky it almost happened to you twice. What does your father do for a living?
He imports rugs.
That all he imports?
Duh, rugs.
He's got generational wealth, and that makes me a target.
So the guy who got blown up in your car wasn't your driver. It was your bodyguard.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm loving the dialogue.
Tell your dad to hire a better one next time. Guy who took a run at you was a pro. If it hadn't been for me, it would have worked.
Okay, so then take me home and let my dad repay you for what you did. You want to disappear? You need money? He has money. Please.
And the sense of urgency and ticking clock. This is so well done.
You got a name, kid?
Richard Beck.
Dick Beck.
Is that like a big Jack Reacher?
Get in, Richard.
It must be. It's huge.
Really,
cannon.
the way that line was delivered was like, I should be cheering or something. Right?
Yes, Richard Beck.
Yeah.
Damn. This is like watching one of those Welsh crime shows all of a sudden.
I love that it's starting off with him making a mistake.
Well, and it's like to do it that way, the little record shop bit to kind of cheekily go, we know you want some of that, fun character juice, and then to immediately go into action, and then a big hook, and then a really nice setup between the two of them, like
the actual dialogue had such a great sense of urgency to it that you're like, this is on edge dialogue.
Yeah.
I really love it a lot. It's like such an amazing setup.
Get off the car.
Yeah, it's all right, Paulie. I talked to my dad and told him we were coming.
I don't give a shit. Get out.
No.
oh no, Paulie, you don't want to do this.
Just let him do it.
He's rude.
He's rude.
Please.
He's rude.
Oh. Much taller.
Holy shit.
Since when is that ever mattered? Wow, he does make him look like a smaller dude.
You know what I'm hoping to find?
More each in a hypodermic needle?
Hey.
Reasons to kick your ass, shit. Maybe you just gave it to me.
Is that the only reason to kick his ass?
Yeah.
His
It really hits
gun is in the
face.
glove compartment, Paulie.
Oh.
Here, just take it.
Here, just take.
Why is it empty?
Because I shot all the bullets.
My man. That was a masterful one-liner.
Because I shot all the bullets. Something like freaking Clint Eastwood, man. That's so cool.
A lot of security for a rug merchant.
I told you, he's rich.
How rich? Too rich. Yeah, buddy.
Reacher actually feels vulnerable for the first time.
Yeah.
Your dad's employees always talk like that to his son's friends?
It's a good hook, especially at season 3.
Yeah.
Paul Van Hoven does whatever he wants.
Paul Verhoeven does whatever he wants.
That's why it doesn't work as much.
Oh, are you hungry?
Sure.
I'll make him a plate.
Oh.
I can just take that one on the counter.
That's not for you. And you don't have time to eat. Beck wants to see you. Officer's upstairs, down the hall and to the right.
I can show you.
No, he wants to see him alone.
Oh. Damn.
And that's Chapman Duke, head of security.
Why is he eating outside?
Who knows?
Because you got to keep an eye on things.
But you better do what he says.
Do what he says, Jack. Oh. Evil dies tonight.
That's who that is.
That is.
Reacher.
Reacher dies tonight.
Just Reacher.
Noted. I'm Zachary Beck. You had some morning. Bet you could use a drink.
Look at all those guns.
Yeah, man. Wow.
This is 50-year-old McCallum. I only open it for my top business associates, the people who saved my son's life.
He.
He did appreciate it.
Oh, wow. He's not even pouring himself a glass. They're going to share it.
Suit yourself.
Heh.
He's a handsome fella, isn't he?
He is. Sends himself to a thumbnail.
I'm sure you heard what Richard told me about the attempted kidnapping when he called me from the car. What can you add to that?
Just that the guy you hired to look after him was useless.
You're speaking ill of the dead.
Ooh.
A ratty old pickup hanging around a rich kid college town. What kind of bodyguard doesn't clock that?
But you noticed a detail that small.
I tend to do that.
What makes you so good at threat assessment?
I was in the Army. MP.
1/10.
I was trying to unload records for some extra cash.
Is that your job? Selling used records in New England college towns?
Oh my God, he's gonna get a real job.
Sign this W-2.
Is there a lot of money in that?
Don't have a job.
So how do you pay the rent?
Don't have a home. I move around a lot.
With a gun?
Wherever I go, trouble just seems to find me.
I understand you accidentally killed a police officer.
I just need a place to lie low for a few days and then some money to buy a fake ID for a clean start.
It's no small ask,
He's so matter of fact, man.
Yeah.
but I do owe you.
Wow.
Let me think it over and I'll figure out the best way I can be of help.
Okay.
Duke.
Is he gonna be the villain of the season?
Sir, could you show Mr. Reacher back to the kitchen, please?
He's going to be a heavy.
I believe Agnes has some nice shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. I'm gonna get me some.
Because if he
shepherd's
is,
pie.
that's a really cool setup for him helping him out first.
Yeah. What the?
I gripped it firmly so you'll have a clear set of prints to run.
Wow.
Don't be offended, Mr. Reacher. Just need to know who you are.
Oh my God. Oh, we know who you are.
I'm the guy who saved your son's other ear.
He's aware of the kind of man he is. What a way to like throw a dig at him.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna love this season more than 2.
I hope so. I'm loving it so far.
This is great.
If I go in to hit the head, you gonna hold it for me?
If I want to.
Oh.
Hey, where you going?
Check on the kid,
We'll take care of him.
like your guy did this morning.
Ooh. Playing chess. They're playing badass guy chess.
This kid's life is under threat all the time just because of his dad. That's terrible. And his dad seems to barely give a shit.
You are a true artiste.
You forgot to add the guardhouse.
No, I didn't.
I omitted it.
How was your talk with my dad?
He has trust issues.
Yes, he does.
Surprised he hasn't come to check on you, considering all that happened.
We talked on the phone. He knows I'm okay.
What a
He doesn't
terrible
care.
dad.
He'll check on me soon.
Okay.
They're doing the classic action hero trope of
They're making him his dad.
yeah. He takes
Where's your
care of
mother?
his kid. I love that. I love those tropes.
Since I was
Great.
4,
I'm excited for it.
St.
I'm here for
Sebastian Cemetery.
it. Oh, this is fun. As someone who has painted it, this is fun.
You only paint what you see out those windows?
Paint what you know. You ever paint Reacher?
Oh, you can't see beyond that, man.
No.
Have you ever been
Well, if you
painted,
did.
Richard?
What would it be of?
Explosion.
I don't know.
A knife?
Dogs, maybe?
Ooh, that's right.
Beck wants to see you.
Oh my God, we're gonna get a more sensitive side of Reacher.
Guess it's back to the office.
Uh-oh.
We're not going back to the office.
Uh-oh. I was going to say, I'll take some monologues about famous painters. Doesn't have to be all music.
Is he kicked out?
He's going
He's going into a bar.
Oh.
Sid, today's excitement made the news.
Oh, no.
A lot of buzz for College Town, huh?
BuzzFeed.
I get made?
Guys at the record shop gave a general description, but that could match any inside linebacker. So, no one knows who you are.
Jeeps.
No one knows who you are. But we do.
But we do. Damn.
We ran your prints.
That was fast. Must have some serious connections.
Everything we do here is serious. Your record is impressive. West Point graduate, 2 silver stars, Purple Heart.
Green clovers, blue diamonds. He's a f***ing bowl of Lucky Charms.
Hey.
Paulie was in the army too. He doesn't like officers.
Or the red balloons.
No shit.
You failed the OCS exam. Not surprised. You don't look like you could spell OCS.
More than give you a couple bucks, Reacher. There's time we're short a man. It appears we're under attack
Because you're a rug merchant?
because I'm wealthy and powerful.
Ooh.
So I hear. And because of that, you want to hire me.
Maybe. First, a little test.
Oh, here you go. Oh, no.
Wow.
They saw Squid Game.
What am I supposed to do with that?
You're gonna play Russian roulette, asshole.
Federal law prevents you from asking me if I'm married during a job interview, so pretty sure this isn't allowed.
I need to see if you have any stones.
Oh.
If you can follow orders.
To work for a rug merchant.
You shot a cop.
Damn.
We can turn you in or you can do what you're told. Those are your choices.
What a tough
Jesus.
situation to be in, man. Like, he's actually scared too.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
because
like,
there's chance. you
Yeah, I
know.
mean, like we don't do it, but like I love that, like that hit of like, no, there's something to be worried about. This.
No one worth getting entangled with would make me do this.
What if I just shoot you instead?
That would be the last thing you do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could have guessed that.
Great shots in this, man. Look at that shot. That was a great shot.
I like that guy, too, the head of security guy.
Oh man.
Ooh.
You got that out of the way.
Roulette Reacher. Oh! My God.
Oh my God, is he gonna be able to tell every time?
Whoa, dude.
He's not scared at all. Oh, wait.
You prove your point.
Damn. He was getting worked up there.
Welcome to the team, Reacher.
Hell yeah. Did he take the bullet out or something? Like, how did he pull that off?
You could probably tell. He's probably got some strange way of telling.
You kid. Thought I was on the team.
I got enough crazy on my hands with Paulie. I don't need your big ass walking around here with a gun, too.
I'm not crazy. I know the bullet didn't have any powder in it.
Oh. Shit. Wow.
What would you have done if I'd have killed myself?
Same thing we did with the last guy.
Damn, dude! Hell yeah. They have really like got a nice grip on like one-liners that aren't too cheesy or too like
No, this feels like a
movie.
Hollywood show, man. The way the dialogue's going down.
Let's go.
I feel like season 2 maybe had a little bit more of that like heightened like movie quality, especially with some of the more like badass stuff, whereas this is kind of blending the tone of the first season with some of that, scale of the second season. I like it so far a lot.
You start first thing in the morning. You're locked in until then.
Why?
Because Beck might trust you now, but I don't.
What if I don't like that arrangement?
Call the cops.
Just so you know, guys, Russian roulette scenes, they're pretty hard to edit around, and we often get demonetized for them. So might be a weird edit there.
You might just see a blurry block or nothing.
yeah, exactly.
Rest assured, it was a great scene. Jack Sweeper for bugs.
I just really feel like the stakes are very high for him.
Yeah,
Totally.
He's in a cage right now, and he's making tenuous agreements just to get out of it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
No shit! Holy shit! Oh my God! What is this season? What is going on right now?
Oh my God! I had no time to read the title of the book, Persuader or something. But damn! Oh my God! What a smash to title! What a prologue! And his tiny little Zoolander phone.
So did he not really kill a cop?
I guess maybe not.
Whoa, what a setup,
that guy
man.
was a plant.
Shit, this is a great first episode. This could be a pilot.
Yeah. I mean, that's the fun thing about like an anthology show or a show that's just different stories about the same guy. Oh, put him on your back reacher.
Hey, I'll catch the next one, okay?
I'm in love with this. That whole time, like, he's a danger. He's like, I'm in fucking A. So good.
That's Jack Reacher too. Just when you think he's down, he's in control.
Don't do it.
What?
You're gonna take the next bus with that woman and steal from her bag. You.
Hey, kid.
Only one bus runs on this line, and you didn't take the last one because your marks were bad. One guy had a locked briefcase, the other two didn't have anything. Woman at the end of this bench has an unclasped purse. 4-year-old taking up most of her attention. Easy pickings.
Are you a cop?
Don't need to be to see your clumsy approach.
Hey.
Exact fare in quarters. What teenager after 1994 walks around with quarters in their pocket? You're new at this. If you were a pro, you'd have a bus pass.
Dude.
Give you my bus pass. Oh.
Here. You need money, right? Take it.
He's a good guy.
Then go get a job. This next guy who catches you stealing might not give you 100. He might give you a beating.
Hey.
Thanks.
What a cool save the kid moment. Uh-oh. Damn.
And by the way, kid, I just don't like Asian people.
Yeah, I gotta go beat this guy down. Gotta go get my Mark Wahlberg shit.
Jack Reese's? What?
Yeah.
What? What do
Give me your phone.
Oh my God.
This is Jack Reacher. I need to speak to your CO immediately.
Sorry, sir. Major Turner is unavailable.
Tell her to call me back ASAP. Calling in that favor she owes me.
I can do that, sir, but
Nice.
she won't get the note for a while. She's on assignment, undercover and incommunicado for at least 2 weeks.
Is that why she's not in the season?
Is this really Major Reacher?
Oh.
Like the Jack Reacher who started the 110?
It is. I need your help, pal.
Whatever you need, sir.
Run a license plate for me.
Of course. Shoot.
Civilian, Maine, 7740 Tango Lima.
Get out of the street, Jack Frogger.
What a terrible army guy.
Hey,
Confirm this.
mind if I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Your old desk is still here, and there's a dent on the right-hand side.
Hey.
Legend is you made it with the Colonel's head. That true?
David O'Donnell did that messing around with Stan Lowry's bowling ball. Lowry got back at him by drawing genitals on his face when O'Donnell fell asleep on the couch.
We saw that, didn't we?
Man, we've heard stories about those guys, too. Looks like something's up with their system. I can give you a call when I get it. Can I reach you this number?
Oh, reach you.
No, take down where I'm staying.
Ooh.
Nice. Solid cuts, too. The editing is on point.
Yeah.
Federal agents, open up.
Oh, shit. Ooh. His motions are so smooth.
There you go.
Eh? Good thing that window's big enough. Your toothbrush! Brush teether. Hey. What's up, Doc?
Where you going, Mr. Reacher?
Who says my name's Reacher?
Not the guy that runs this shithole. Says you registered as Rob Refschneider, but you don't look much like a middle infielder to me.
Lol.
Now, do you want to talk by the dumpster, or can we find a place that smells less like vomit?
Is she the woman of the season?
She must be the woman of the season.
I love the woman of the season.
Nice place.
Motel 6 was booked.
This is like a Motel 2.
Not like I invited you here, Agent.
Duffy, Susan Duffy. The two you left standing at the door with their dicks in their hands are Elliot and Villanueva.
Why'd you run? We identified ourselves as federal agents?
Oh.
Anyone can say they're anything. This place attracts a criminal element. I panicked.
The Yorkie Motel.
You don't seem like the panicking type, Mr. Reacher.
Ooh.
No.
Duck feeder.
Reacher.
Okay, Reacher. Why do you use an alias?
I like my privacy.
That why you gave no address?
No,
Then why no address?
because I don't have one.
What are you doing in Maine?
I wanted good lobster.
We're being serious.
So am I. I was in Cape May. I had subpar lobster. Wanted better, so I came up here.
You think this is funny?
I think this is a waste of my time. I don't know what you want from me, but I know I want nothing from you. So I'm going back to my room.
Good line, too.
To wait for a call from Warrant Officer Powell?
Oh, why'd you say that name?
Don't bother, it's not coming. So, why don't you drop your seat warmer in that chair? You can finish feeding Daffy and we can finish our conversation.
Man, showing his gun.
Powell gave you up.
He wouldn't enroll till we threatened him with obstructing a federal investigation. Kid was nearly in tears.
Damn.
What federal investigation?
We're looking into a rug import business called Bazaar.
Bizarre.
EA thinks rugs aren't the only thing they're importing.
Several weeks ago, a high-level LA-based dealer flew to Maine for a meeting with the owner of Bazaar.
Drug runners don't travel 3,000 miles to buy carpets. So we figure the owner of Bazaar is his supplier.
Which would make him responsible for most of the poison being pumped into the western United States.
How would you come up with such an awful name? It would draw attention.
What's this got to do with me?
The license plate you ran was screwed to the car that brought the Carpet King to that meeting. We flagged the number on the system, so Powell tripped our alarm when he looked it up for you.
Ooh.
All right.
Why were you checking the plate?
Maybe the driver hit my car and ran off.
Did he hit your car and run off?
I don't own a car.
My man. What did the cop
Zachary
shot
Beck.
look like?
You know him? Shit's sake. Elliot, you don't give the guy we're questioning the name of the subject, then ask if he knows him. Sorry, shit.
You
No wonder he's
recognize
showing.
anyone here?
No.
Tell you what I think.
Hey, that guy.
I think you saw
Hey,
someone
that
in that
guy.
car you did
He's that guy.
recognize,
He's that
and now
Game of
you're
Thrones
looking for them. So who was it?
According to Powell, you were some kind of army super cop. We checked you out. More awards than Tom Brady.
Traitor.
Shots fired.
That's why we're coming to you now. We need your help.
And you really must be desperate.
Buddy, you don't know the half of it.
And I don't want to, at least until you do something for me.
You're not the kind of guy I want to do a favor for.
Yeah.
Check hospital records around Linton, Virginia. Honored just after March 13th, 2012. An Asian-American man in his 40s, brought in with injuries consistent with a small caliber gunshot wound to the head, a high fall, and drowning.
Wow.
Look, you're the feds. You've got resources. You find something, call me. Maybe then we can talk about what you need.
Yeah, buddy. These are my demands. Oh, man.
He is the Terminator.
He is.
There's something kind of cool about just catching him in.
So, we found your guy, washed up on a beach, barely alive, just south of,
What a very
what's it,
different
Virginia?
vibe.
Whatever.
That is awesome.
Bullet lodged in his skull, massive internal injuries. Some beachcomber found him. Doctors figure the freezing water saved him.
Wow.
Hypothermia.
Yep. Slowed his heart so he didn't bleed, decreased oxygen demand, prevented brain damage. Took the docs about 6 months to put Humpty Dumpty together again.
Crazy.
Claimed he didn't remember. File?
Sure.
Psychiatrist interviewed the guy regularly when he was in the hospial. He stuck to his story.
Do you see anyone else eating?
I think those first things copying the files. I didn't have time.
They diagnosed traumatic amnesia. Thought he was probably genuinely blank about the incident.
And then was the other guy the cop who...
Local cops look into it.
County sheriff ran his prints, but they weren't in the system. He also didn't match any missing persons, and no one came looking for him, so he stayed at John Doe. But from the way you're at him, I think you know his name. You, big boy. I showed you mine, you show me yours. Or are there no rules where you come from?
I don't really come from anywhere.
Well, I did. And on Emerson Street, if you didn't do what's right, you got your ears boxed.
Yeah.
She is awesome.
Yeah, she's fun.
Lieutenant Colonel Francis Xavier Quinn, military intelligence. Picked up extra cash selling military secrets to hostile nations.
Who's room off a clip?
Maybe an unsatisfied customer. He was in business with bad people.
This guy was on me. His fingerprints should have been in the system.
He had deep connections through MI. Figure someone on the inside wiped him from his file when he went on the run. Photos too, maybe.
You saw Quinn in Beck's car.
Yeah.
And now you want to find him.
Damn.
Yeah.
So maybe we can help each other out.
Ooh, it's personal, man.
Yeah, man. Oof. Jack's got a vendetta.
I think I can trust you.
Why?
Because I screwed up. Weeks of surveillance on Darian Prado. He's the LA drug dealer. All inadmissible because of a bad warrant.
How'd that happen?
I love seeing the cities. That makes it feel so much more alive.
It was public land, but it abutted private property. We were 20 feet over the line and didn't know it. Warren didn't let us film from there.
You misread the surveyor's map?
It was a real shit show. Ton of work down the crapper, and the DEA pulled us off the case.
Now you're working it off the books.
She's rocking that accent, too.
So now you're focused on Beck?
Prado flew all the way out here to meet with him, so Beck could be a bigger fish. And if we net him, we get Prado too, right? Out to be a ghost. Can't find out shit on him.
I love this. Is one take of them just walking and talking.
Yeah, man.
It's this kid named Teresa Daniel. A few years ago, she was tricked by her scumbag boyfriend into delivering car parts stuff with She had no idea. I busted her.
Okay.
Taking notes.
This kid is so innocent, so unassuming.
No one suspects she's a plant.
No one. She's a natural CI.
Hey.
So when I saw Bizarre had a help wanted ad online for a secretary, I called Teresa. She lives with her grandmother. She takes care of us, so I knew she needed the money. She got the job at Bizarre's warehouse and was going to just report back what Beck was up to in there.
But?
About a week ago, she disappeared.
Yeah, okay.
Got it.
I don't hear from her. Her grandma's got no idea where she is. She called Bizarre, but they said she never showed up for work, so the old lady's sure her granddaughter's using again.
Oh, boy.
You think there's more to it?
I know junkies. Teresa was past all that. She turned it around. I think she got caught snooping on Beck and something happened to her. No judge is going to issue a warrant to search a prominent local businessman over an ex-druggie blowing off work.
Oh, boy.
Like, she's 20, but she's still just a kid.
You knew that was coming, Pete.
She wears these giant hoop earrings, like my niece and her friends.
All right.
Why are you showing me this?
Because you need to know what she looks like when I put you inside Beck's operation to find her.
Yeah. Cool.
But if Teresa was taken by someone associated with Xavier Quinn, odds are you're too late.
Why would you say something like that to me?
Because you're too smart to lie to.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's that bad?
He's the single worst person I've ever known.
Woo.
Well, all the more reason for you to get on board. You need to find Quinn. While you're doing that, you can help me find Teresa. You know, I'm not just a pretty face.
Hey.
I have a plan.
Okay. Okay. I like a plan.
I love how it starts off with them just so distant and like on guard, and then their hearts and true emotional drives begin showing.
Yeah, totally.
Rival dealers.
Especially since the kidnappers cut off the kid's ear and mailed it to Beck, who, by the way, never went to the cops.
How do you know about it then?
Well, you walk around a college campus with a missing ear and kids ask questions.
Oh, boy.
Some of them. One of his classmates talked in exchange for us dropping some minor charges.
Damn.
What's he got to do with your plan?
You're gonna get him with Beck by saving his son from getting kidnapped again.
Yeah.
Undercover informant.
Yeah, what's the problem?
The last one you had went missing.
You remember what I said
Probably 'cause
earlier
of the
about
Russian
you being
roulette.
an asshole?
Yeah.
You're doing it right now.
Yeah. They brought the secretary to do Russian roulette. Oh, boy.
All right, so we get a solid call from the DEA impound, ram the hell out of the bodyguard's car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
that's
him.
him. Damn.
And he's no pushover either. Got a jacket and a half, aggravated assault, armed robbery. He'll know how to use his gun.
Great.
Thought the blood didn't look.
How are we gonna keep from getting shot? 'Cause we can't just kill the man. Hey, here he is. Gimme.
Gimme.
What's this shit? I said thanks.
Donut's a donut.
Shut your filthy mouth.
Whoa.
Okay, fine. I'll eat them all then.
Bro.
You take your Lipitor today?
Still waiting on the refill.
Damn, looking out.
Is that a real accent? Because she does it so believable.
Yeah.
Jack rings the bodyguard's bell. Doesn't mean he won't get a few shots off.
A little bite.
He's right. We need more. In Kuwait, we'd use flashbang grenades when we wanted to keep a target alive for interrogation. Bodyguard won't be seriously injured, but he'll be in no condition to retaliate. It'll blow out the windows.
Damn, this is like a Tarantino episode, dude.
Yeah.
Really sell the lie to Richard.
And it'll create a job opening. Beck will need a new bodyguard.
Big traveler coffee.
Okay, sorry. I'm confused.
Shocking.
Guard isn't really dead. He can just go tell Beck what actually happened. So how do we get around that?
We hold him indefinitely, without so much as a right to a phone call. You're DEA. Grab some from evidence, plant it in his car,
Wow.
and from some Central American dealer, then it becomes a narco-terrorism case. You can hold him as long as you want without formal charges and no right to an attorney.
Oh my god.
It's kind of a gray area.
Mouse's asshole is a gray area. This is barely legal.
blah, 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 blah.
I don't think we have a choice. And while we got him, we can question him. Good idea.
Not just a pretty face.
I got plans too, man.
You two, leave the hotel.
Yeah. We have to debrief.
I'll do it.
There it is, yeah.
This one's out of your comfort zone.
I know
Precious.
this one
It's
you
gonna be
noticed the
smashing
other.
cars, flying glass.
Good
Billy,
catch.
can you reel in someone pulling a
Teamwork.
pension?
No,
Teamwork.
no. Hell no.
Excuse me?
We can join the team.
I'm the one where the surveyors Mac Braun set us up on private land. I'm gonna fix this.
Bro.
Is that why Reacher waited so, like, he waited a while for till it to come out of the store?
I guess so, yeah.
You'll make a move for Richard. How do I stop you? He'll have a front row seat and fake fights look fake.
We shoot him.
Fake fights look fake. We just hold him.
I couldn't.
Squibs. Oh my god.
He uses them all the time in these indie films he makes.
Buddy's kid.
It's top quality stuff.
This is the Tarantino episode.
Yeah.
Okay, point your finger at the kid. Say bang.
No.
Hey.
Is that great or what? I could hide nearby and set off the charges.
Shit, Billy! Warn me first!
You're gonna give him a heart attack. Hand it over.
Yeah.
Jesus! Come on, guys, not funny!
Funny to me. Boys?
Me too.
Oh, Jack wants to push the button.
After the fake grenade blast and a gunfight, Richard won't come with me easily.
You're making an assumption.
No.
There's so much personality in this episode. I love it that they're having this out of such a shitty motel.
Yeah.
Refuse to do it. You'll be driving, just take him home.
That's suspicious. Trying to infiltrate his dad's operation. We need as little suspicion as possible. We take the option of going to the police completely off the table.
There you go. There's the solution.
I kill a cop.
Yeah, yeah.
Time of day we're doing this, streets should be mostly empty. We should give Elliot an Uzi. Rat-tat-tat, a machine gun will scatter anyone nearby.
Find me a piano van.
Everything was thought out.
Yeah, no, right. It's fucking insane.
I'll ditch the spent casings before I get to Beck's house, so they don't notice the difference. That lets me put a couple slugs into the radiator the kidnappers ride in. I can shoot out the tires before I kill Elliot and Villanueva with blanks.
Boy, you gotta really be on top of your shit, man.
I like this plan.
I know.
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
How many shots you fired?
Yeah.
There could be a real one left in the chamber when you turn the gun on me or Elliot. You think about that, hotshot?
Yeah, I did. Did you give me the gun I asked for?
Here. So what?
You got a pocket knife? Now I always know exactly where the blanks start.
Hey. Oh my god. This one little Marcus.
The coat hanger will be on top of the garbage. The door will be unlocked. Just pretend to jimmy it.
Funny.
I don't know how to hotwire a car.
We'll loosen the shroud on the steering column.
No way, really?
Touch them together. You're an instant bad guy. I've also been thinking about the street layout.
We've never seen him hotwire a car.
Before everything jumps off, it's from inside the record shop. But you'll need a reason to hang out in there.
Oh, I got that covered. He's gonna know this is the same record, right?
What am I supposed to do with these?
Record store buys old vinyl. Just pretend you want to sell my collection.
Pretend.
Won't work.
Why not?
Because no one will believe anyone thinks they can get a nickel for this crap.
Q.
Hey. This also feels more like an R-rated show again.
Don't think we can pull it off?
I only see two potential problems. Cops. Shootout will be over pretty fast, but they'll definitely show up after the fact.
And I'll be there to tell him it's a gone south. It's an active DEA investigation in our jurisdiction.
That's not what happens.
Small department with no regular patrol. And if they happen to cross your path, you'll have to dispose of them.
Oh, boy.
That's what.
Yeah.
Without causing injury.
Wanted to kill some campus police today.
How do we stay in touch?
Think I got the size right?
You want my number, is what you're saying?
Ooh.
You know what they say about a man with big feet, don't you? More room in his boot heel to hide a secret phone.
Hey, that is what they say.
An issue, satellite linked, pretty much
That's not
untraceable.
what my wife says.
14-day battery
She talks
life.
about this other guy all the time.
If you need me,
Oh.
I am just a phone call away.
And what a guy he is.
He is a good guy. I love you.
Oh my God, you thought of everything.
Interesting job interview. Made me play Russian roulette. Probably thought it was more theatrical that way.
You did it?
I used my own gun. Had a chamber marked, remember?
Were the flicks?
Even that?
With the cylinder closed, I always knew where it was.
What if the one with the bullet had come up?
I'd have shot the armed guy behind me and tried to fight my way out.
So smart.
Any leads on Quinn?
Not yet. How's the bodyguard?
Could he just do that by feeling?
Well, I might have a lead on the girl. Beck said his security carried a plate of food outside. Could have been taking it to the carriage house where I think there's a hidden cellar. I'll wait till everyone's asleep. At 3 a.m., I'll check it out.
Keep me posted.
I want a Jack Reacher werewolf story. 3 a.m., full moon. He is low-key like a... Every time he should be asleep or like resting, he's just like vigilant.
Well, I think this is a situation he's very much like on high alert about.
No, totally. In context, it makes all the sense. I'm just saying, like, for the imagery and the cut twos and stuff, it's just like there's that fun extra layer. Damn, dude.
Love the way that profile shot was done. Like it was really making him climb out of that house. Being on roofs are scary.
Jack Roofer. Oh boy. Yeah, buddy. Oh my God. And shit makes noise up on the roof.
And then some little girls down there like, Santa! Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel the tingles in your feet.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reacher. This is very cool, the time they're taking for this.
Oh, showing the challenge of it. Oh my God, it's really him going for it, man. Holy shit. Is he really climbing this?
Looks like it. I mean, you know, I'm sure they have some kind of means of keeping him extra safe, but it sure looks like he's performing this stunt. Yeah.
Damn, that was cool.
That was
Holy
very
shit.
cool. Really earning his spot as like an action star.
Will he have to climb back up?
Yes. And we'll get a cool sequence for that too.
He'll just play the same thing but reverse it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Spiral staircase in the cellar. Spooky cobwebs.
Do you think that girl's there? Is she dead?
I hope not. I am worried for her though.
I mean, this feels really Dark Knight right now, you know? Dark Knight of the Soul, not the Dark Knight. This feels like Mike Flanagan shit.
Yeah.
The blue lighting and everything. This little globe.
Or like a barbarian kind of movie. Oh.
There's no body.
I would love if there was just like a monster down here. Good mark too. Damn, that light. Subtle lens flare. Oh boy, I'm worried.
Reacher?
I'm in the cellar.
Is Teresa there?
Was.
No. But she was.
damn.
Woo!
That was awesome, dude.
Yeah. Dude, hell yeah.
That was so cool. We got to talk about it. Fellow rejects, the other day, we had one of those days where everything just piled all at once. Our back studio flooded. It actually flooded. And in that same exact time frame, we got hit with a bunch of copyright claims. Suddenly, in just one day, due to everything, I just naturally became stressed about finances. This is a real thing that happened. This sounds like it's made up, but it's actually not. I just think where I started like checking where some of our financial stuff is, and then I actually opened my ACORNS account, and it was this huge relief to see that if I needed to, I had enough built up to cover everything. Just knowing that we had that safety net, even though we didn't actually have to touch it, it actually made all the difference. And that's why I love this freaking app Acorns. Because let's be real, investing can feel overwhelming. Like, I know plenty of people who invest, but even with all their advice, I used to feel pretty intimidated by the whole process. Like, where you start, how much you need. Then there's that myth that you need a ton of money to begin. That is actually why I gave Acorns a shot. I know these can sound like just talking points, but this is weirdly all true. It's an easy, automated way to start saving and investing for your future, and you don't need to be an expert, and you don't need a huge budget. One of my favorite things is that they let you invest like spare change from everyday purchases. So your money starts working for you without you even thinking about it. There's so much to love about it. It's effortless. Acorns rounds up your purchases and automatically invests the spare change. You don't need a lot to start. You can begin with just a few bucks, and over time it builds. And from my experience, I would say that there's smart, expert-built portfolios. They recommend investments based on your goals, so you're not just guessing. So if you're like me, where you've been putting off investing because it feels complicated, I genuinely believe Acorns actually makes it easy. What you can do to help support the channel, but more importantly, help support yourself, you can head to acorns.com/rejects or click the link below to start saving and investing today. And also got to say this, because we're talking about money. Paid non-client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisor LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/rejects. Seriously, Acorns. Thank you. I mean it. All right, guys. Well, now that we have watched Reacher Season 3, Episode 1, it's time to talk about it. We don't usually know for sure if we're going to put like 2 episode reactions back to back. It kind of just depends on like what the vibe of it feels like after the first one. And you're like, all right, let's just put 1 and 2 back to back. But I thought this was so impressive. I was hoping John would be willing to talk about it for just a few minutes before we hopped on to episode 2.
I don't like to talk about things, G. I don't like to expound or unpack or elaborate on.
If there's anything I know about you, is that you're not much going on in the noggin there.
Nope.
That's what they say about John here.
I'm your favorite himbo.
No, John, please, what did you think of the opening scene?
I loved the opening scene. I thought that was really fun. It was a really fun way to do a prologue because it was like a little katamari or a snowball. It kept growing, and it's like the first scene alone was just him pulling up to the record store, starting to, haggle with the guy and assess why he should buy these records. That was fun enough, and that speaks to something that I always love about Jack Reacher, which is the elements of sort of character wallpaper and sort of the little charming moments, especially because, I am a lover of music. I don't know. I like that thread, and I like hearing him talk about music and stuff like that. And so to put him in an element that is very much of like the interests of his character is just very fun. And then, you get that little tone setter. Then that immediately leads to a very cool, chase and just vehicular stunt sequence, which then leads to this oh shit moment of like, damn, Jack just murked a cop, which in the moment, seems like a very interesting prospect. And, two, it flirts with the line because that's very real. It's like, I thought he pulled a gun. Like, it's one of those things where I think, especially because Jack is so brilliant, they nicely wrote a line there where your brain goes, well, it feels like the heat of a moment. You're like, I guess I could see it, and he's got the badge in his hand. But at the same time, you're part of you is like, but Jack, I don't know. Would Jack do that? And so like to have it be, your mind starts working. You're like, well, what if the cop's not really dead? Or, what if, but, from there, then you go to him, unpacking who this kid is and the debate back and forth and him selling this what we later find out is selling this debate of like, why should I accept any help from you and all that stuff. Like as a as a prologue, it kept expanding, but as it expanded, I was like, each of these pieces seems necessary to kind of set the scene for the whole season, and then to cut to the title card and all that stuff. You get this really fun, ultimately like prologue chapter. What I thought was a prologue scene became a prologue chapter, which gives you what I feel like is a little bit of all the flavors up front. You get a little bit of a fun character thing. You get some cool action that really shows that they threw down on the stunts. And then you get the establishment of the mystery and the stakes and, the fun mislead. You see the whole plan. And then you later on, you go unpack that and you see how we got here in the first place. But yeah, as like the inciting incident of the season, I thought it was really, really fun. And it brought me back to what I was hoping for. Because like season 1 felt like a not, it felt very literary, but as like a cool limited series, like movie-esque, piece of entertainment that was also kind of rich and you could chew on it. Season 2 felt kind of more like the PG-13 version. And this I was sort of like struck with like, oh, that's right. This is like an R-rated show though. Like not that it's like incredibly explicit, but like they swear and you might see something gruesome. And this just had, again, the flavor and the tone. Like, I think we both agree. Like, I like season 2, but this has me excited. Like, this is the flavor, or at least this is more akin to the flavor that I loved the first time around. And I feel like they've smartly, seemingly observed what worked then, what worked in season 2. And now I'm just hooked for what's to come here in season 3.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling like we're back. I'm feeling like Jack is back.
I'm thinking I'm back.
And I know that like season 2 is some people really love it.
Yeah.
Some people like it. And I did see more people come out who had similar like opinions as us, where it was like, it was okay. A couple of really ones that really like we loved. And then but a lot of it was like, yeah, it's just not season 1. And this doesn't feel exactly like season 1 by any stretch. Other than some, like the other season 1's very much like a Southern Gothic type of vibe, right? And this is Maine.
Yeah, you're in New England now, kid.
Yeah, but there's so much that I thought, as you were saying, I have to be in the habit of, I keep forgetting to bring a notepad, guys, but I am so terrible that I'm the kind of listener that when someone's talking, I'll get like a thought, a sentence that pops in my head. I'm like, oh, don't forget that. And I pay attention and I forget it. Because I don't want to like not pay attention. So I just need to like write down the quick like 3 words. So I'm like, no, that's the thought that I had. And I have a terrible habit of forgetting. So trying to be better about just taking notes. And with that opening scene at the record store, it's so smart because it's playing on what you know about Jack Reacher. As much as this thing feels like it could be a pilot, that opening scene would work whether or not you've seen Jack Reacher before.
Yeah.
But because you have and you know the character, like, all right, this is just another the day in the life of Jack Reacher. And oh my God, he stumbles in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a crime. And he's going to go save the day. He's going to be a hero, just like that opening scene in season 2.
Yeah.
So it's really playing on that and having fun with the audience. And it's the moment the cop gets shot where you're like, oh, what the shit just went down?
Yeah.
And my mind started racing of like, is Jack getting like old? What's going to be of him in this career of the show? Like, how's he going to handle this? Can he morally live? My mind just started racing with thoughts of what it's going to do to Jack Reacher. And then the commitment to that leading all the way to the phone call was like, I'm in. I was
so cool.
We were both convinced this was all real, and I loved being fooled. They had to fool the people in the show, and I love that they fooled the audience. I'm sure there's people who watched who had some doubt. It just stuck around for so long, and it was just in that one mood that I had no doubts that this was the actual plot of the story. So I love that they throw you like, and I love that plot setup that he goes on. But there's something about how freaking clever it is. You're like, I don't even care. That's not the main. It's still like part of the main plot, but I love the twist on it.
It's interesting.
This is a demonstration to me about when you mess with screenplay structure in a way that truly works. A lot of people try to do the Tarantino without really knowing why it's cool. And this is a case of when it's really cool. He like Reservoir Dogged it.
Yeah.
You know, it really was. It's like he's Mr. Orange in the situation.
That's how they sell the plan, is by showing it to you without any of that context. And then we go plan the plan, and then we cut that off right before the plan is supposed to take place because we've already seen it.
And the fact that it like goes with the title of Reacher, the title card at that exact moment. You're like, that's fucking Jack Reacher, baby.
Yeah, 100%. We're back.
That's who he is. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, and it does play on it because you're sitting there and you're watching. I love that moment of recontextualization because he's watching out the window and you're like, of course he's doing his Jack Reacher observer thing. And then you realize later on, you're like, oh no, he's literally watching the beats for his cue, you know? And like as much as I think it's interesting because it's a strong hook. And you run the risk with a hook like that because it's like if you make it some kind of reveal or a switcheroo, maybe somebody was like on board for like, well, I want to see Jack Reacher having just murked this cop and having to be on the run. But I feel like that was one of those things where at first I was like, man, that's a really interesting pickle for him to land in. But also, if I know this guy, I feel like he would like go turn himself in or something, you know? And so like, it rode this interesting line where I was like curious about what his character was doing. And then you come to find like, okay, this is the right amount of like, oh no, this is all like part of the plan, but just so many details alive in the plan then come into play in the later parts of the episode. And like it was just a very striking, gripping way to pull us into what actually is the mystery, which is more in line with, the kind of thing that would be happening in a Jack Reacher story as far as I know them to be.
But they still carry on the tension really well.
Yeah.
I like that they explain in detail the whole plan that went down. They break down a lot of the why. I think what this really has is a lot of personality. The environments feel alive. The characters are very distinct from one another. I think the strengths of what the show does so well is on blast here.
It has more of that sense of like, because I've been curious about what it is between seasons 1 and 2, and I think this has, again, as season 1 did in its own way, this feels more observant of the characters rather than that the characters are moving on the beats of a story or something like that. So like even like when they're all in the diner and the one guy's like eating food, like the way that I'm gonna learn everyone's names, but like the woman like kind of slacks him off for eating. And he's like, what? I was getting the copies. And then she kind of like steps on his line. She cuts him off. Like there's so many great little lived in.
Feels a little alive.
Yeah, it feels alive. Or when Jack is mouthing off at this head of security as he leaves him in the room for the night, what if I don't like that? We'll call the cops. Like there's so many great elements that really feel like actors got to do the scene work, but also the camera is like so well composed and stuff. Like it has that thing where you feel like you're kind of reading a book, and yes, some of that is because there are just a lot of dense elements of like, who's this guy and what does he do and how does that bring you into this situation and me into the situation?
I feel like he really knows how to play. They put him up with characters where he can have like a solid quippy back and forth with, and be able to even for I already forgot her name, the main cop woman, whatever her name is, even like her strength in the way she carries herself and how she has her dialogue with Jack, she's able to give it back to him, so they're able to really feed off of each other so well.
And both flavors feel really natural between the two of them. Like, there's props to her and him because, like, he's very charismatic and stuff like that. But, like, the Russian roulette scene seemed very much like, this is kind of like you got to kind of work up an acting froth to do that. And she as well had... It's a type of character, and so like you really got to get an actor who can absolutely own both the accent, but also just the stature.
Well, like there was like that great moment that there's this one little moment in their dialogue exchange that just feels so human from her in a way that doesn't draw attention to itself. It's when Reacher's like, if she's with that Quinn guy, she's probably dead. And she's like, what do you mean? Why would you tell me something like that? Like she just became so human in that moment once she's talking about something vulnerable. Because you're right, it actually feels like actors truly like acting, and that's the part of it that I love. Is on the surface, it's like, here's the mission, but there's a lot of emotional drive underneath it all.
Yeah. Yeah, which is cool, and it's like it can be dizzying sometimes with the intricate details of the pieces on the board, and I think that there is, like stuff like this begs to be rewatched partly for that, and I think you're caught up in all of that stuff, and I feel like as long as you're catching enough of the context, you can kind of let it, like that's the thing is like without those character elements and those little lived-in things, it might be harder to just vibe with it, like sometimes I think as a viewer, and especially in a visual medium like this, and especially with so many creative elements to both the cinematography and the musical landscape and the sounds and all that, like, sometimes you're caught up in it and you can't always just like stop and rewind. You guys can. but yeah, I think there's when the emotional flavors are hitting and the setting feels tangible, then I think those details that do get dense are also just carried along with that in a more easy to grasp and vibe with way, and I don't know, this has again that nicely sort of like it's got those clever sort of cheeky earmarks, like there's clearly fun happening behind the camera here, but it's like just the right amount of restraint to where like the tension so far is like really kicking as well. And I really believe that this little unit, this unlikely sort of like, I don't want to work with you guys, you got nothing to offer me. Well, we got a couple things that overlap, and I believed them coming up with this plan together, which I thought was nice. She's like, I've got a plan. And then you see Jack adding to the plan, and they're all kind of, like this little...
I feel like real people.
Yeah, exactly, which is really cool. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. And then the action itself is amazing.
That's what you need.
The practical stunts, the car chases, the way, and beyond it just looking cool, it's grounded so much in that tension where you're like, first you're in a shootout, first car crash, then a shootout, then we got to get away, and then the dialogue becomes like action when you're discussing like, no, you got to get away from me, kid. Those types of backs and forth, it's like jazz, man. It's like music. The way this episode flowed.
Watching him scale down the house.
That's
movie
exactly.
magic.
He was really doing a lot of that, at least. I don't know which like other ones, but it looked like he was doing most of it.
Didn't look like a CG bobblehead on a stuntman.
To make it real actually provides stakes, because that's one thing with Jack Reacher that you can run into is like, I don't really feel like there's much this guy's in danger at all, and you can't really hurt him too much. So to put you in that, even though it's an illusion in the prologue, it still gets you with the feelings of like, oh damn, Jack's really in trouble this time. Like, this is a real thing, and that kind of feeling carries over because you see how apprehensive and nervous he is about having to jump into this mission.
Yeah, and now he's trapped with all these guys, and he's got to maintain this cover, and we know that he's capable of that, but also he's just in a snake den.
And the history with all the other people, or the one guy who he saw across the street.
Yeah,
the Asian American guy,
Asian American man,
Quinn.
Joseph Quinn.
Just that little line of how it's like how he's being discreet and building the mystery about what really went down with this guy when he says he's the most dangerous dude I've ever met. I believe him in that moment when he says that. It sounds like that. So the way they're building it up without relying on like music cues or anything that feels like cheesy is really impressive. Like, it feels like filmmaking, I'm really impressed with it so far. It sounds like you are. We gotta keep watching because there's like 3 of these, right? Guys, thanks so much for being here. What'd you think about Jack Reacher season 3 episode 1? Didn't really make any Reacher rhymes.
Did a couple of Reacher name jokes. We're just as they come, taking them as they come.
It's just so good. It made me serious. It made me so serious.
Yeah.
That's how good it is.
Yeah.
I'm serious now. I'm serious, Greg.
Yeah. This is the next Tyler Perry movie. This is Jack
Diary
Reacher.
of a Serious Reacher.
Diary of a Serious Reacher. There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. Bye. Riley Peterson.
Riley.
Here's how this is going to work, Riley. I'm going to guess what the name Riley means. Yeah. John's going to guess what the name Riley means. Right. Whoever is closest wins the round.
All right.
Very simple. Riley. I'm going to guess empath.
Oh, okay. I'm going to guess spry and energetic.
Are we basing this off any characters named Riley?
Are you basing it off the character from Inside Out?
Yeah, but I don't know why I went with empathetic for that because I think the movie's an empathy experiment. Was Riley anyway? Okay, let's go.
Anyway, hitting enter. Riley has multiple meanings and origins, including woods, clearing, and courageous.
Oh, dang. What did you guess?
I guessed. What did I guess? Energetic and like lively, I think. So
I guess you're closer.
Not quite, but valiant. You're also valiant. That's fun. It's a gender-neutral name, often used for both boys and girls and pets. The name is popular in many English-speaking countries, which tracks. So
I think you're definitely if we had to associate a word to that, it would be yours for sure.
You know, I'm glad to have won your name, and thank you for contributing to my overall massively impressive score.